Okay, so let's have a look on the next question of October 2025 M1 paper. So this question is from momentum and collision and momentum. Okay, so in question 2 you can see a figure number 2, where two particles P and Q are in collision. Okay, so the mass of particle P is 7m and the mass of particle Q is 3m. Particle P is moving to the right with speed ku, and the particle Q is moving to the left with speed u. That means they are moving opposite to each other. So the question says, immediately before the collision, the speed of P is ku and the speed of Q is u, as shown in figure. You can see in the figure. So immediately after the collision, the speed of P is w and the speed of Q is twice of w. Okay. So after the collision, the speed of P is just w and the speed of Q is twice of w. The direction of motion of Q is reversed by the collision. That means before collision, particle Q was moving to the left. So after collision, particle Q will move to the right. Then the question says the impulse received by Q in the collision has magnitude 7/2 mu. Okay, so the impulse received by particle Q is given, its magnitude is 7/2 mu. So part A is asking to find W in terms of U. Okay, so what is W here? W is basically the speed of P after collision. Okay, and also the speed of Q after collision is twice of W. So we need W for the speed of both particles after collision. So the only thing I see here which is given is the impulse, like the data which will be required for finding the W in terms of U. Okay, so magnitude of impulse is given. So we know that impulse is change in momentum and it's a vector quantity. So it has a direction. It can be either positive or negative. But since in the question they mentioned just the magnitude, that's why they didn't give the direction. They didn't give any sign. Okay, but it can be negative. So when you consider the direction for impulse, or like in any cases in mechanics, when you want to consider the direction, we take a specific direction as a reference. Okay, so generally we take the direction to the right as positive, but still it's up to you which direction you want to take as positive. Okay, just keep in mind the direction you take as positive, the direction you take as positive, that means the direction which will be opposite to that will be always negative. Okay, so we are taking the direction to the right as positive. So impulse on particle Q, the impulse will be acting on the right, because as particle P hits particle Q in the collision, particle P will provide force on the direction to the right. Okay, so that's why the impulse acting on Q is basically positive. Okay, so we are taking direction to the right as positive. So impulse on Q, it is mass, it's change in momentum. So change in momentum is basically mv minus mu. So mass of particle Q is 3m. So 3m times velocity after collision. So what's the velocity of particle Q after collision? It's twice of w and it's on the right, isn't it? So that means it will be positive to w because it's to the right, minus mu. So m we have already taken it common. So initial speed is on the left, so that means it will be negative. So negative u. Okay, so impulse on Q, we know that it's 7/2 mu as it is given in the question. Okay, so 3m times 2w, it is 6mw. Okay, minus it makes it plus. So 3m times u, it is plus 3mu. So we can cancel m from both sides. Okay, and multiply both sides by 2. So 7u equals to 6w plus 6u. Okay, so 7u minus 6u, it's just u. Okay, so okay, 7u minus 6u, that's just u. It is equals to, okay, so if you multiply both sides by 2, it will become 12w. Okay, 12w, and 3 times 2, it's basically 6. So u equals to 12w. 7u minus 6u, it's just u. This is equals to 12w. So we need w in terms of u. So w equals to 1 over 12u. Okay, fine. Next, in part B, the question is asking to find the two possible values of k. Okay, two possible values of k. Why? Okay, at first identify what is q there. Q, what is k there? K is basically the coefficient for the speed of p. Okay, because speed of p is ku. Okay, so how k can have two possible values? The reason is the speed of particle p after the collision, it's not mentioned. Is it mentioned? Yes, it's mentioned. The speed of p after collision is w, but the direction is not specified here. Only the direction of motion of q after the collision is specified. That's why for two different direction, either to the right or to the left after collision, for these two directions we will get two different values for k. Okay, and we know the impulse on q, and we know that we can use this magnitude for impulse on q for finding the values for k, because that's a collision in a closed system. So the Newton's third law applies. Action equals to reaction. So the impulse, the change in momentum happened to particle q in the collision is the same as the change in momentum that will occur for particle p in the collision. Okay, but the direction will be just opposite. That means it will be in the negative direction, to the left. Okay, so we will take to the right as positive. Okay, so impulse on q is equals to mass of particle, impulse on p, mass of particle p, it's 7m times velocity after collision. Let's say velocity of particle p after collision is to the right. Okay, so how much is the speed given after collision? It's just w, and w is 1 over 12u. So 1 over 12u minus initial speed, initial velocity. Initial velocity is to the right, which is positive, right? Which is ku. You can see the speed of p before collision, it's ku. So minus ku. Okay, or another impulse we will get if the speed after collision is negative. That means negative 1 over 12u. Okay, minus ku. Look at the two equations. Just for the speed of particle p after collision, we got two like opposite directions. One is positive, one is negative. Okay, so impulse on p, it's acting to the left. If you see in the figure, it's acting to the left for particle p. I'm considering particle p, so that's why the value for impulse on p will be negative 7 over 2. Negative 7 over 2 mu equals to multiply. Okay, you can take u common from there, right? Rather than multiplying, let's take u common. So 1 over 12 minus k, or negative 7 over 2 mu equals to 7 mu times negative 1 over 12 minus k. Okay, so mu cancels from either side, and also 7 cancels from either side, so you will have negative half equals to 7 cancelled, u cancelled, m also cancelled. Okay, So it's just 1/12, the part inside the bracket, or 7 mu cancels from both sides, so -1/2 equals to -1/12 -k. So we need the value for k. Okay, so take k to the left, so k equals to, what would you get for k if you take k to the left and half to the right? Okay, so 1/12 plus half, 1/12 plus half, it's 7/12. Okay, 1/12 plus half, say it's equals to 7/12, or another value for k will get, if you take k to the left and -1/2 to the right, so it will become +1/2. So half minus 1/12, half minus 1/12, or another value for k, you will get 12, it's basically 12, which is 5/12. Okay, so we got the two values for k. One is 7/12, another one is 5/12. Fine.